Hey guys, thanks for joining me on this journey here. Today's video is all going to be about the business, about how we started writing it, the contracts, making money, all the different stuff that went into me approaching Wiley about signing this book. So this video is really about the business and the thinking behind making money and doing a book and why I'm doing it. So let's dig in. Okay guys, so thanks for joining me on this journey. Thanks for digging in and getting ready for the next year as we write a book on the Bible of millwork in America. How did I get here? What happened? And hopefully this journey is going to be a fully all cards on the table, sharing what's going on. Essentially what happened is in 2003, I wrote this book, Historic Millwork. And it was a study of millwork after the Civil War, 1870, up until World War II, so 1942, right? It's the industrialization of millwork. That's what this book was about. Did that in 2003. In about 2010, I did this book, Traditional American Rooms. This is a study of the architectural interiors at Winter Tour. We did this book, a study of about 40 rooms there. Now, this is pre-industrial, right? So if that book was Victorian, and later, this is pre-Victorian. So this is Georgian and Federal, some Greek Revival, buildings and interiors, right, of millwork and moldings. And so this ends up being the study of millwork before then. Then I wrote this book in about 2014, which was really more of me ranting about the building industry and how things need to change and stuff like that. So point being is I've written 3 books. Wiley was one publisher, Fox Chapel was the second publisher, and then I self-published the 3rd book, okay? I wouldn't self-publish again. Obviously, I didn't self-publish again. It wasn't worth the hassle for me. The business of books, especially nonfiction books like this, is you really don't make much money. In fact, 3 books I've published with the other catalogs and things like that, I've probably netted less than $10,000 over the last 20 years publishing books. Could be less than $8,000. It's not very much money. I haven't found that you can make a living doing it. Now, why do I do it? Well, I love it. I love the material. I love studying it. I love sharing that material. It's the reason I do these videos, and so there's part of that. Truthfully, too, it sets you up as an expert. Someone's written a book, they actually know more than other people. It sets you up and it opens doors and it offers opportunities that don't come if you don't write books. So I approached Wiley again because I saw mistakes in that first book and wanted to correct them. I also wanted to make the book bigger. I wanted to add more information. Wiley is one of those publishers that you can approach them and pitch a book. There are other publishing houses, you have to have an agent pitch those things, but in this case, Wiley is an agent that you can actually pitch the book. The process is that I pitched the book, I wrote up a summary, he sends it out to experts in the field. I don't know who those people are, but I did get their feedback. Some of it was very good, some of it was stuff that we'll actually use, and they were saying, hey, this is a good idea, yeah, this book should work. He gets the feedback. He says to me, okay, well now it's going to go to the editorial board. We've got thumbs up from the professionals in the field. They think this book has value, that people will buy it. We're going to send it to our editorial board. The editorial board looked at it for a few weeks. He comes back and says, thumbs up. We want to do this book. We want it to be 500 pages. We want all this stuff. And so, yay, I got the book. Now we have to start the process of researching and everything else. So that's kind of how the deal came together. Hope that kind of clears up kind of the business side. I think I did have credibility with Wiley because I'd done their book before. They had noticed an uptick in purchases in the book since we started doing the YouTube page and the Instagram. So there's value, right? And so it's an interesting age to write a book, right? When people do podcasts, when certainly YouTube is available, do people actually read books anymore? As you can see, I love books. And so there's enough people out there like me to still publish a book these days. Help me out as we write this book, as we share this information, as we get out the best possible Bible of millwork in America, and we start digging into this thing. Please comment, please ask any questions. I'm an open book. Let's learn together. Come join me next week because we're actually going to pull books off the shelf and start organizing our mind as far as what is the information we're going to study, what is the information we're going to look at, what's out there that we can gather and study together so that we can put together the best information.